Start. Hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Sudesh Anand. I'm the founder of Lead Tech Now. This is an IT staffing, training, and consulting firm operating in US and Canada. And this is our first session. This is a kickoff session for ServiceNow IT Business Analysis career. We are helping folks move into ServiceNow technology as business analyst. Okay, I conduct info sessions every Thursday. A lot of people over here are very familiar. I just want to say hello to hi Akash, hi Anthony, hello Ashmeet, hi Carol, hi Gurpreet, hi Hosea, HS Gill, and hello Jayaprada, hi Josh, Mustan Shir, Navneet, Naseem, Nisan Salah, Pooja, Rajdeep, Rajani, Sai Chandra, Shivang, Sibia, Soni, Soumya, Sukhjit, Tia, Usha, Vijay Kumar, Vineet, Yogesh, Zamira. Good evening, guys. I see most of your names are very familiar to me. And so I remember having conversations with you, and I see most of you guys have already joined the program too. Okay, so we are offering the first three sessions complimentary. This week, the first three sessions are Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and we usually offer these three sessions free for some folks who would like to come and meet us and get to know more about us, which is totally all right. And I also see a ton load of people have already registered and joined the session. I do want to tell you, this is not a usual training session. This is one of those programs where we help you get into a job. Okay, we know that in ServiceNow platform there's a super high demand and a very low supply, and this job as a business analyst in ServiceNow does not require any coding skills. You are going to get the knowledge of the product ServiceNow, but you're going to work as a business analyst, right? So as a business analyst, our job is to collect the requirements from the clients, and we have to do a root cause analysis, understand that, and deliver those requirements to developers and help them with deployment. Okay, we have with us Ms. Gurpreet. She is a principal consultant from ServiceNow, and she has got a tremendous amount of experience, and she's working with us for a while. I'm very happy the way she's delivered. She gives us a fantastic training and a fantastic interview preparation. There are folks who got trained through her are working right now, and she also provides job support as well. Okay, there are many other services we offer. We also offer resume marketing. So you guys are in a good hands, and Gurpreet is going to lead you guys from here. The first few sessions, we're going to keep it very light because there are a lot of non-IT guys are here, so don't want to overwhelm you. First three sessions are free for you guys, and we're going to keep it light. And this Saturday, Sunday, and if everything goes okay, you must make your first payment and enroll yourself. But starting next week, your sessions are going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Our sessions go usually to close to 8 to 10 weeks. And yeah, with that, I want to pass it to Gurpreet, and she'll take it from here. Hi, Gurpreet. Good
Hi,
evening. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic, Gurpreet. So I'm going to make you the host, and
Okay,
you can take it over from here. Okay.
sure.
So
Thank
you're
you
the
so
host now, Gurpreet. Okay. All the best,
much.
guys. Let's
Thank
start. Yeah.
you. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Please let me know once it's visible for everyone.
Yeah, we can see.
Just
It's visible.
perfect.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Let me maximize my screen. Okay, perfect. So, welcome to all of you into the ServiceNow Business Analyst training. Before we talk about ServiceNow, right? Business analysis or any careers, I just want to say one important thing that you are here because this role is absolutely achievable for all of you, right? It doesn't matter if you are from a technical background, non-technical background, or already a business analyst, right? This course is designed for all three because if you can understand people, processes, and platforms, and then this role is absolutely for you. And today is just not about pressure. We will be having more clarity, rather, the confidence and direction to stepping into ServiceNow world. So we're going to explore one of the most powerful enterprise platforms in the world, called ServiceNow. It has been listed in the Forbes list as one of the widely used cloud platform. I will show you how business analysts bridge the gap between business needs and the technical solutions. So, starting with that, we will be covering these topics, right? I will be talking about my ServiceNow experience, right? The topics that we are going to cover in this curriculum, and what are the key skills required to become ServiceNow BA. Actually, I could have started with what is ServiceNow and all that. If time permits, we will definitely move to that. But I think before that comes the role of business analyst itself, that what are the key skills that are required to become a good BA itself. And what are the essential certifications that can help you earn the credibility, right, in the market for this role. Then for the interview prep, which is your first step after this training, right, towards your stepping into the ServiceNow world. So what will be my contribution and the level of readiness that is required, right? So starting with my introduction, my name is Gurpreet, and I have been working as a ServiceNow business process consultant for several years now, right? I've been helping global clients design automated workflows, especially in HR, IT, and operations, right? And this training isn't just about learning what buttons to click. It's going to be more about learning how to think like a ServiceNow BA, right? Someone who listens, who analyzes, who transforms business pain points into elegant digital workflows. So, before we start, let me have some more details on my introduction. So, I've been into this ServiceNow world for more than 6 years, right? I have my hands-on experience in Agile, ITL, DevOps, pre-sales, scoping, a lot of other domains. I'm certified in ITL V4, ServiceNow CSA, which is the very first certification even you all will be doing moving ahead. Then ITSM, HRSD, CSM, FSM. These are like the different areas in ServiceNow where I have specialized. I have earned my certifications. There are 15 plus micro certifications that I possess. And other than that, I've recently done my data foundations, which has become prerequisite in order to proceed with any certification after CSA, right? I have my live project experiences in other high demand modules such as ITOM discovery. It is all about operations, right, of any company, and BCM module as well. I have handled multiple private and public sector clients, on-site client experience, international, right? And I've served multiple hats in projects. Sometimes when you are serving in the role of business analyst, you are not only playing as a business analyst, but sometimes you have to take on the role of PM, sometimes QA, sometimes you have to do brainstorming with your technical people, right? Not that you have to code it, but you just have to, talk about the things that what is possible and what is not, as per your knowledge of ServiceNow platform. And I have been a seasoned leader in mentoring and training, so have trained multiple batches, have made multiple candidates prepare for the interviews. Luckily, they all got jobs into good roles, right? So I'm hoping the same for all of you. I'm excited to be on this journey with all of you. So before we start, let's do a quick round of introductions. Tell me your name, your background, and one thing that you hope to learn from this course, right? So let's get started. I think let me see who is on my screen first. So I'm moving back here. I hope I'm audible to all of you, right?
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let me see if I'm able to see the list. So let's proceed with Anthony since you were first on my screen.
Anthony?
Yeah, Anthony.
Okay.
So if you can give me a brief introduction to all of us, tell us about your background, the one thing that you hope to learn from this course.
Okay, good evening, everybody. My background is I'm having a master's accounting and also MBA with human resource management. That is my educational background. And also I'm having certification from the USA from the renowned organization Correlation One as a data
Okay.
analyst. That is this is my actually education background. And now I'm working in Amazon as a customer return auditor.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Anthony. It's great to know about you. And what is the one thing that you're hoping to acquire from this course or training?
Since I'm very interested to work in the business journalism in my future career,
Mm-hmm.
and I think this is the opportunity. I got this one. Uh, let's see how
Oh,
much I can get from this training.
perfect. Thank you so much, Anthony. So next we have Esther on the screen. Esther, am I audible to you? Okay. I think okay, so we can proceed with the next person. We have Marwan. If I'm taking your pronouncing your name in the right way, I'm sorry.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Hi, my name is Marwan Abdul Hamid. I work in food industry, nothing related to IT or computers. I do have a
Oh,
passion on computers. I did study computer science, basic C++ and C in my college and schooling days. I am hoping to do a shift in my career, switch to IT, and I'm think hopefully I'd be able to get more information about it on the session.
perfect, Esther. Marwan, I think this is the right step you have taken because coming from a non-technical background, plus you just said, you're passionate about it, you have some C++ knowledge, right? So I think business analyst role will fit perfectly into this journey. Thank you so much. Okay, next we have Sukhjeet. Sukhjeet, if you are speaking, maybe you're speaking on mute. Let me see. Those who are maybe into their shift or not able to talk, please let us know in the chat. We're completely flexible. I just want to have a quick round of introductions so that we are familiar that okay, what is our goal to be here. Sukhjeet, if you're speaking, I'm not able to hear you. Okay, let's move to next one. Akash.
Hey guys, my name is Akash. So my background is totally into IT. I've been working as a payment operation technician in one of the company. However, I'm
Okay,
looking to switch to business analyst role. So thus looking forward with the course.
perfect. Thanks, Akash. Next, we have Ashmeet with us.
Hi everyone, my name is Ashmeet and I've been working in IT domain on another application since 3 years in an MNC. But I feel like I'm not very inclined towards working on that technology. So I thought of switching my career into ServiceNow and I want to like build a strong foundation in both ServiceNow and business analyst course.
Perfect,
Like
Ashmeet.
the
Thank you
career.
so much.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. Anthony, have we already, we have covered you, right? Okay. Then we have Karen.
Hi, my name is Carol, and I currently work in the payroll field. I am a payroll consultant, and I want to kind of shift my career to AIT. I do use ServiceNow as case management in my current role, but I want to be able to learn. I want to learn on the backside of it and more deeper. So that's why
Okay,
I'm here. And that's what I hope to get
that's
out of this is to
great,
switch over to the
Carol.
ServiceNow side.
Perfect. So that means you're already enjoying service now, right? That's why you want to dig deeper into it now.
Yes.
Perfect. So we already have Carol vouching for service now. She has been using the front end of it. She's interested to deep dive into the back end. We will definitely be covering it, Carol. Thank you so much for the introduction. Okay. Next we have is Nazim.
Hi there, how are you?
Doing well. How about you?
Always good. Okay, my background is never worked for anyone. I've been running my own business for last 20 years. So now these days businesses are not doing very well. So just wanted to secure my future and want to apply for a job as a BA. So that's the only reason. Like, I just wanna use this BA skills for my business and uh, working as an employee for someone. So I'm just trying my luck.
Perfect. What could be better than this, Nazim? You already have your business skills, right? You must be very good at communication. You have been handling business of your own from so many years, right? All those your skills
Yeah.
are going to complement this BA role perfectly. Thank you so much. Looking
Mhm.
forward to having you in the all other sessions. Okay.
Sure,
Next we
definitely.
have is Chaitanya.
Hi, Gurpreet. Am I audible?
Hi, Chaitanya. Yes, you are.
Hi, Gurpreet. I'm currently in US. Just completed my master's in the month
Mm-hmm.
of December last year.
Okay.
I worked in IT service desk environment, so I did use ServiceNow. And
Mm-hmm.
since I'm not into I'm not inclined towards coding or technical roles, so
Mm-hmm.
that's why I came across this course. That's why I'm here to start my career as a business
Perfect.
analyst and to learn about service now.
Okay. Yeah, Chaitanya, that sounds good. I think because ServiceNow BA is the kind of role, ServiceNow in itself is a very low code, no code platform, right? You hardly code here. Even the people who are from in the typical technical roles in ServiceNow, even they have to do the least amount of coding. Nowadays, even that has gone super easy with the help of all the AI tools, right? And I think somebody who is not inclined towards I'm also one of that person, right? I never liked coding much, although it's interesting, it sounds really good. But if you are like more into client facing roles, you love to communicate with people. So business analyst is the perfect place to start with, especially after your master's. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, good,
Thank you.
good, Peter. Nowadays, we are using AI, and AI giving all the analyzing tools. Even we can get the coding from SQL coding. AI also giving the coding.
Right, right. So
And
business analyst is one of that course which can't be replaced by AI. Why? Because at the end of the day, BA is all about understanding people, right? What kind of mood your client is in, what are they exactly coming at, right? In the real time to understand the requirement. This can never be replaced by AI. To understand human emotions, to understand what they're exactly looking for, to guide them on the best practices, right? This is something like in the real world handling. So this role is always on the safer line, I would say, other than the technical roles, which are being easily replaced nowadays.
yes,
So I'm already feeling really good because if we have 31 people here today, that means 31 people can understand. They're already, to some extent, understand the value of the BA, right? This role in the market. Doesn't matter it is from ServiceNow or Salesforce. BA in itself is a very, I would say, good role if you love to interact with people on the front end, right? Okay.
thank you,
So
thank you.
yes. Next we have, thanks, Chaitanya. Next we have Christian Robinson. Are you able to hear me, Christian? Am I audible to you? Okay. Let's move ahead with Esther. Esther, you're able to hear me now?
Oh yeah, I heard you. I'm sorry. I walked
Okay,
away,
sorry.
but yes, I heard you.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Okay,
they
okay,
were doing
Christian.
like
Yes. Sure. So please let us know about your background and what's like what is the one thing you're looking out of this course?
Well, I have a background in IT help desk. I'm looking to just learn more about ServiceNow. I have a lot of experience with it. I'm trying to see if this is something I'm interested in as far as going to the next level and progressing my career.
Perfect. Okay. Thanks. Next we have
Mhm.
Esther. Esther, you're able to hear me?
Yes, I
Yeah?
am. Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're on. Yes, you're audible.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been an accountant for about 10 years, and I've
Okay.
been working with implementation teams, a consultant per se. I've been working with implementation teams with every consulting role. So I'm trying to just enhance my business analyst skills I'm working with a firm now, working with ServiceNow. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect. So that means you're already prepared, kind of ready, because you have been consulting people from a long time now. So you want to
Correct.
enhance skills, and perfect. I think this will be a very good add-on to your existing skills in that way. Thanks, Esther.
Thanks.
Okay, next we have Jose with us. Am I pronouncing your name, Jose, correctly?
Hi everyone, the name is Jose.
Jose, yeah. Okay. Please,
Uh,
yeah.
so I have a background in project management and
Mm-hmm.
business process analyst. Uh, I am new in Canada and I'm looking for a job, and I know that I need to enhance my skills. So what I am looking forward to learning in ServiceNow business analysis is
Mm-hmm.
to understand the nexus between business analysis and automation. The world is going towards automation right now, and I need to upskill basically so that I would be competitive in the job market. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Jose. I think this is the right platform, as I've been saying to everyone. If you are looking to switch from one tool to another to ServiceNow, if you are starting from one role to another, or you are even beginning as a fresher, this is the right place to be. So thank you so much for the introduction. I'm looking forward to connect with you more in the coming sessions, Jose. Thank you. Next, we have HS Gill with us. If you're able to hear me. Okay. Let's move to the next one. We have Efulebi with us. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? I'm sorry if I'm not, but I can see your message in the chat with us. So she is okay. Let me see. I'm only able to see the private chat, meeting group chat. Okay. Okay, I will go to that message again. I'm not able to see the messages right now. Yeah, okay. So she's working currently as an IT business analyst, which is great. So she would like to learn what skills she needs to develop more to specialize as a ServiceNow BA. Perfect. Thank you, Afula, for the introduction. Next, we have Jaya Prada with us.
Hi,
Jaya,
probably
are you
my
able to hear
background
me?
is kind of noisy, so I just gave a short intro. I'm just
Yeah.
getting my certifications in BA. Yeah, I did. My background is in IT Master of Engineering, so I'm
Okay.
here to upskills my level. Yes, that's it.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Jaya. Next, we have Josh with us. Josh, you're able to hear me?
Hi, Gurpreet. This is
Hello.
Josh. I'm Sadish assistant.
Sorry.
I am Sadish's assistant.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Thanks, Josh. Yeah, okay. Next we have is KS with us. Sorry, I'm not able to see your full name, so I have to call you with initials. You're able to hear me, KS? Okay. I think we are left with HS Gill, KS. If none of them are able to speak right now, I will move next to Komal Preet Kaur. Komal, if you're able to hear me.
Hi, Gurpreet. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're audible.
Hi, Gurpreet.
Hello.
So I do not have a background in IT, although I did study computer sciences till my grade 12. I have some knowledge of C++, C, Java,
Mm-hmm.
basic, all these languages, coding, etc., basics about computer sciences. But I have a background in retail and supply
Mm-hmm.
chain, and I'm a pass out of NIFT Bangalore. So I was doing good in India. I was working as a people leader and assistant general manager, working on business development, etc. And then we moved to Canada, where I was looking for opportunities in retail, but then COVID didn't really let me grow in that area. So I joined CIBC, started working on operations, basic operations. Right now, I'm working as an operations analyst with
Okay.
CIBC. And in between, I met Sudesh, who encouraged and let me know about this career of business analysis, where I could leverage my soft skills, my communications, people management, and people skills into converting myself into a BA. So that's why I'm
Right.
here and interested in upskilling myself.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Komal, for the detailed introduction. This is really good to know that you've already had such a good experience, right, from your past job roles. So definitely, as Sudesh said, your people skills, people handling skills as an analyst, it's going to be a lot helpful for you in the business analyst role in ServiceNow as well. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to see you more into the coming sessions. Okay.
Thank you.
Next I can see on my screen is Laura.
Hi everyone. So I've been
Hello.
working as a business analyst for 8 years now. I recently
Okay.
worked as a ServiceNow BA consultant for a state client, and I would like to solidify my knowledge as a ServiceNow BA.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Mm.
Okay. Next we have is Nuru Zaman with us. If I'm pronouncing your name correctly, really sorry.
Yes,
Please
yes,
let
it's
me
good.
know. Okay.
So I'm from Toronto, Ontario, and currently
Okay.
I'm working as IT support.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like, I want to upgrade my career to as a IT business analyst for ServiceNow. I'm working with in the support. I'm working with ServiceNow in the front end side, but not in the back end side. So yeah, that's why I want to upgrade my skills and the job. That's why I'm here.
Perfect. Yes, Nurzaman. I'm looking forward to see you more in the sessions because coming from IT support, this is going to be a real good upgrade. Switching to ServiceNow BA, you're going to learn a lot and it's going to be really helpful. Thank you so much. Okay, next we have is Mustanshir Soni.
Yeah. Hi, Gurpreet.
Hello.
Yeah, so my name is Mustansher, and I have around 8+ years of experience in IT development and predominantly mobile application development.
Okay.
Right now I'm trying to switch my career
Mm-hmm.
and moving away from developing side to non-developing avenues of
Right.
domain so that I
Mm-hmm.
can prolong my career in this field as most of our jobs are anyways developing jobs are gonna go pretty soon out of market. So yeah.
Right. Perfect. It's really good to know, though, that you have been into this development role, right? That comes with a lot of technical knowledge. But this is one thing. Although, being on the technical side is equally good as being on the, I would say,
Non-technical
consultant side,
sides.
yeah,
Yeah.
non-technical side. But eventually, what happens once you start, once you start like passing on like 3 to 5 years into the technical roles, eventually you
Hmm.
have to become the front face, right? This is
Yes.
exactly where you land after years of work and hard work. So isn't it good that many of you are already stepping into service now, be in the first row, right? Because
Yeah.
this way you are actually starting way earlier than somebody else. No doubt, technical knowledge, on the other hand, is always an add-on, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing bad in it. It's in fact good. But just imagine, sometimes it takes years to move into these front-end roles, and today in the market we have opportunity to learn and start right from where people move after years of experience. So it's really good. I would say it's a very good switch and move at this point, Mustanshir. So thank you so much for the introduction. See you in the coming sessions.
Sure.
Yeah. Next we have is Naveed with us.
Good evening, Gurpreet. How are you?
Good evening. Doing well. How about you?
Great. So I am completely out of the sector. I have no IT experience at all. I am a team lead in a group home with developmental disabilities. So I'm working as a counselor. I go in and do wellness checks and give therapies and do some social work and perform assessments with the individuals with disabilities. So this is a really new learning curve for myself. I've been interested in the IT and the computer side. I know as this roles are and jobs are, increasing. I thought, anything that I learn as a new skill would be valuable for me down the road because as you know, the social sector is very burdening and you burn out really quickly. So I feel like, this is a great time for me to maybe have a change in career. So that's why I'm signing up.
Perfect. Although it's really good to know about your background, Naveed. I think working as a counselor or therapies, wellness tracks, as you said, right? Trust me, once you step into service now, you are into the BA role. There are going to be different domains. Sometimes you will be dealing with people in banking sector. Sometimes your client will be from healthcare sector. So at that time, all of this knowledge that you have from your previous work, right, or the current one which you're doing as a working as a counselor, so it is going to be a lot helpful for you because ServiceNow is just one tool, but then it is everywhere. It's like in every domain. So the kind of client you get, if you've worked previously in healthcare, in banking, I would say in any kind of industry, telecom, in maybe IT sector, all of that, you will get the opportunity to work with every kind of client using ServiceNow. So I think that's a very good point here. Thank you so much for the introduction. Okay, next we have is, yeah, thank you. Next we have is Nazim with us.
Yes, Gurpreet, we have already talked before.
Okay, sorry, my bad. I think, yeah,
But
we have covered it.
yeah,
Yeah.
but Gurpreet, before going forward, I just want to ask you a couple of questions before we go further ahead, if you have a
Okay.
time.
I think we're
How
just
many
left
more
with
people
only,
you have to introduce?
yes, we have only few people left for the introduction. I think only couple of them. So let's get done and then we will proceed to the questions, right? Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, we
just
have,
no, yeah, because
yeah.
I'm just confused between because I know a few people they are already into this business as working as a BA with the different companies. So I have talked to them. One of them, she's my sister, and the problem is I'm just a bit confused. Like she is just a regular BA. Like, so what's the difference between being BA with IIBA and uh, become a BA with ServiceNow? So I'm just a bit confused because nobody is
That's, yeah, that's a
giving
very
me a
good question.
proper.
Right. I will be definitely answering your question. We are just
Yeah,
left
yeah,
with a couple of introductions, but this is a
yeah,
good
sure.
question, and I will share the difference between both of them, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
Thank you. Next we have is Nisan Sala with us. I'm sorry again if I'm pronouncing your name correctly.
No, it's okay. But you can call me Nishu. It would be easy for everyone.
Oh, okay, Nishu. Please proceed with your
Okay.
introduction.
Okay. I have no IT experience, IT background.
Mm-hmm.
So I was an administrative assistant back in my country. I'm from Sri
Okay.
Lanka. So I recently graduated from data analytics field. Then I tried to hop into the job market, and then I realized I need to specify a path and I need a mentor. So that's why I choose you for
Perfect.
future.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although data analytics in itself is having a lot of scope in the future, this is a really good job. But again, ServiceNow BA, maybe you can, if you want, you can in future proceed ahead, but BA will be a very strong foundation for you, Nishu. So I'm excited for you into this, ServiceNow training for you or for you specifically if you are like because data analytics after BA is a very good move, I would say.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's everything in general, but I need a specific path to select. So move forward. it's really
Perfect.
challenging at the moment. It's like that.
Yes, no worries. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Are we
Thank you
left
so
with
much.
anyone for the introduction? I'm sorry if I've skipped anyone. I couldn't see on my screen if anyone's name.
Hi,
Thank
Gurpreet.
you.
This is Soumya.
Hi,
Uh,
sir. Yes.
yeah. Like I've worked as a full stack developer for 6+ years, and
Okay.
I've also worked with BA when I was a developer. But I'm looking to learn how BAs interact with the clients, and I'm trying to upskill myself in the in-demand career. So this is what I'm
Perfect,
looking.
Soumya.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think working as a full stack developer, you have done front end coding, you have done the back end part, right?
Yeah.
You have pretty much handle everything. And
Yeah,
since
that
you're
that's kind of
yeah.
overwhelming for me. That's why one of the main reason I'm trying to switch the career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, right. Perfect. So you already had your experience working with BAs in the project. So
Yeah.
again, I think it's going to be a very good move for you as well,
Uh-huh.
moving into this role. I think it's a perfect time, right? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Next we have is I think I saw the name Mona, right? Mona.
Hey, good day. This is Mona.
Hey.
I'm
Hi,
interested
Mona.
learning more about ServiceNow and the ticketing system just in general. I've heard
Mm-hmm.
about it, so I'd like to know how it could also be used on like the HRIS side.
Okay. Perfect. So I think you're going to love the module we have in ServiceNow, that is HRSD. Are you from the HR department though?
Yeah, I work in HR ops and HR technology.
Perfect. You're going to love, so in ServiceNow, what we have is we first have ServiceNow basics, then we cover the ITSM, which is like understanding the basic IT things and everything, because every company needs IT operations, right? And
Right.
then another major module is HRSD in ServiceNow. It is widely used because no matter which MNC it is, which industry it is, everybody is gonna need the HR, right? So your skills are going to be a lot helpful over there. Thank you so much, Mona.
Thank you. And just another question, are you going to be screen sharing?
Yes, I will be after we are done with the introductions. I think you are the last one, maybe. Are we left with anyone else?
Yeah, hi, this is
Okay, we
Sylvia.
have.
like a Rajdeep. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay, we have a few more people. So because I don't want to I didn't want to skip the introductions. All of us are going to be together. If we all proceed ahead in this journey, I just wanted to make sure we all know each other. It just brings very good feeling to get to know, right? So we are left with only few people. Let's cover the introductions, right? So next we have is Sibia with us and Rajdeep after that. Okay.
Hi, this is Sylvia. I'm from software testing background. So I'm
Okay.
having totally 6 years of experience in software testing, and basically I was worked in manual testing. So from
Mm-hmm.
QA, I can jump into business analyst role, so it would be easy to adopt. So that's why I'm choosing this ServiceNow business analyst course.
Perfect, Sivya. I think my journey has been very versatile. I initially worked as a, that developer, and then I shifted into QA for once as well, right? So
Okay.
moving when you have so many different domains of, you have experience in that, it actually helps you to become a real good BA because then you're thinking from the perspective of a QA, from the developer, what they're going to need. Because as a BA, you're setting the foundation for the projects, right? What we exactly are going to need. So that is really helpful. I'm glad to see you here. It's a good move again to move from QA to BA, right? So software testing, you said manual. Have you also tried automated tested frameworks?
Yeah, yes. Actually, from last 1 year, I learned automation testing as well. But in job market, I don't get any
Yeah,
interviews from
projects. There are
the
hardly
testing.
any
Yeah.
clients which wants to proceed with it. Although it's very helpful, it's really nice feature, learning ATF and implementing into projects. But I don't think people have much awareness as of now on this one. But good to know about you. Thank you so much, Sibya.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have is Rajdeep with us.
Hey, hi, Gurpreet. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Good, Gurpreet. So basically, in regards my background, I'm
Mm-hmm.
working at one of the top five banks in Canada over here. From the past
Mm-hmm.
10 years, I carry an experience working with the capital markets industry, and also currently I'm working from the past 7 years into the compliance field, which is an anti-money laundering field. So
Mm-hmm.
in the banking domain, and since right now there are a lot of projects, which made me curious to come over here to this session, is that like a lot of the projects internally, what in the banking which we are seeing right now, are moving to majority of the AI driven projects. So
Right.
since having a lot of domain knowledge in terms of the compliance side, which is an anti-money laundering, so a lot of the BAs are right now sitting with me and gathering the knowledge. And since all softwares are getting converted into that, so that made
Right.
me think over it to why not move into that shoes and stepping into that industry.
That's right. Perfect. Because AI is nowadays, even I have seen over the 5 to 6 years, it has evolved crazily, right? Everywhere you see AI is involved. Even in service now, we have AI like as a part of natural search. We have AI now assist everything. It seems like that, okay, maybe it is something very difficult, but it is actually not. Because service now is such a good tool that it gives you out of the box features. Everything is pretty much ready made, just need to learn how to use it. So I'm excited for you as well, Rajdeep. I hope today's session is more about introductions, but I'm looking forward to connect with you in the next two sessions so you can get to know more, right? And
Yeah,
you can learn what you're actually looking for. Thank you.
yeah,
Next,
sure, sure, definitely. Thank
next
you.
we have is Shivang with us. Thank you. Shivang, you're able to hear me?
Hi Gurpreet, I can hear you. I just texted it in the profile because I'm just under the closing procedure right now.
Oh, okay, no worries. Let me see in the
Yeah, I just
chat.
texted there with everyone.
Okay. So I guess we have more than two, three people. We have Pooja as well. She said she's worked as an IT recruiter in HR and now she's moving into career as a BA with ServiceNow, where she can apply her stakeholder management and client-facing experience. Perfect, Pooja. I think again, as Mona, your skill, HR skills are also going to be really helpful for you. Thank you for the introduction. Next, we have Shivang. So he did electronics and telecommunication engineering from back home India. He's very good with coding. Nice. And even don't like those stuff when I was in not very good with coding, sorry. And he didn't like during his bachelor's, I guess. So he did his postgraduate in IT business management from New Zealand. And now he's in Canada from 2018. Okay, and he has been working as a financial advisor. So diversion to be a role is for good salary, potential plus banking, highly paid career. That's right. So basically looking to divert his career according to the previous studies. Perfect. Thank you so much, Shivan. Okay, do we have anyone else left for the introductions? Or
Hi,
I just
hey,
have
Tanvi here.
Tanvi, right? Hi, Tanvi, yeah.
Sorry, okay. Do you want me to go ahead?
Yes, please
Okay.
go ahead.
So yeah, I have started my career with talent acquisition in IT back in India and then moved here to Canada where I transitioned into more of a human resource generalist role in automotive manufacturing environment and thereafter transitioned into quality assurance in automotive manufacturing. And along the way, I've also studied data analytics as well, hoping to transition into IT. However, at that point, it did not work out, and now I am hoping that I will be able to integrate all these experiences and of people and operations, and sort of put together into the BA role and transition, into
Yeah.
IT.
Perfect, Tanvi. I think definitely all of the roles you have mentioned, data analyst, QA, generalist, right? So plus coming from automotive manufacturing, it's definitely going to be a leverage for you. Thank you so much for the introduction. Okay, do we have anyone else left now? I'm hoping we have covered most of the people.
I am,
Usha.
yeah,
Yes.
I'm Usha. So, I have over 10 years of experience working as a software architect in the IT industry. And I have 2 years experience working in Canada. I have used ServiceNow extensively for 2 years on the problem management, incident management, and change management side. So I would like to understand on a deeper role.
like how is this implemented and so on. So that's the reason, like it has interested me. And yes, I'm looking for job opportunities. Currently, I'm working as a Scrum Master and slash BA. I'm also doing the business analysis for a Canadian Tire project. So yes, I'm on a contract role, and I'm looking for a stable change right now with ServiceNow, hoping to see, yeah, good.
Yes, perfect. Thank you so much, Usha. I think it's really good that you've already used a good, one of the major module of ServiceNow, which is ITSM, Incident Change Problem you mentioned, right? So it is going to be a excited journey. I think you're going to learn more. Thank you so much for the introduction, and I'm looking forward to see you more in the coming sessions. Okay, next we have is Vineet. She already shared in the chat. She has already worked as a BA for about 2+ years, and after a career break, and she has been working in retail for 3+ years as a sales lead, and now looking forward to learning new technology to enter the market again. Perfect. Thank you so much, Vineet, for your introduction. If we have pretty much covered anyone now, I'm really sorry. We just taking the care of the time, right? Time crunch we have here, because I want to make this session helpful for the people who have joined to learn more about ServiceNow and BA skills. So rest of the introductions, just in case left, please share in the chat. We will definitely go back at the end if time permits us. It's wonderful to know each of you. Now I'm going to share my screen. Please let me know once it's visible.
Yeah, we can see it.
Perfect. Okay. So we've covered the introductions. Now, what are the key skills required to become ServiceNow BA? Before I talk about what is exactly ServiceNow and why to use it, right? What are the benefits? So a good ServiceNow business analyst needs good communication skills, the process thinking, and to have a good understanding of ServiceNow, and again, the stakeholder management. Irrespective of the fact you come from the technical background or the non-tech background, right? You can already see your skills fitting into one of these four, which are currently shown on the screen, right? So you all have been talking to clients, asking smart questions, writing clear requirements. Just add on these two things to it, and you're good for a BA's one of the core skills, which is communication. As a business analyst, as I said, you are setting the foundation of the project because you're talking to the users, business users. You're understanding what problem their business is facing. You're understanding their pain points. And then you have your ServiceNow knowledge, which is giving you the solutions for their problem, right? Automated solutions. So you ask them very smart questions. Okay, what is the problem? Why it is occurring? How frequently? What are you looking for in the solution? And then you apply your ServiceNow knowledge to provide them the good solutions. And once they give you the requirements, you write them very nicely, very neatly, very clearly. There is no scope of confusion, right? So that is number one skill, I would say, one of the core skills, which is communication for a business analyst. Then we have process thinking, right? Now, to understand how the work flows, if I'm working as a consultant or analyst for any company, for any MNC, I need to understand how their business is currently flowing, right? Only then I can solve their problem. So to understand the current process, to identify where are the gaps in the current process. Maybe, if their employees want to raise complaints, they are raising either through one WhatsApp, through Teams, through maybe Google Chats or something. There is no one perfect, consolidated domain where everything can be tracked properly. So you can guide them, right? This is where the gap is. They are not getting any accountability, which team is getting assigned on which problem, and within how much time they are giving the resolution. So there is not proper tracking and visibility of these things. That's where you identify the gaps. These processes are manual, they're lacking tracking, they're lacking visibility. So then you suggest them the improvements that, okay, now we have the solution in ServiceNow. We can definitely use this and transform your manual process to automated one, right? So process thinking is very important. Then we have ServiceNow understanding, which is going to be a huge part of this. In fact, entire of the training is going to be about ServiceNow understanding, right? Where we will understand the admin basics. What are forms? What are tables in ServiceNow? ServiceNow is actually a collection of tables only. It is just, storing data, giving you the understanding how data flows from one table to another, how things are linked together, how forms are giving the data back in the tables. So admin basics is understanding the forms, the tables, list, records, SLAs, right? So right now, these terms might or may not be familiar to you, but these are going to be the part of admin basics in ServiceNow. So we are going to deep dive into the coming sessions. Then we will have module basics. So once you've understood the basics of ServiceNow admin, right? You know it. Then we are going to shift into specific domains, which is ITSM, incident problem change. Then we are going to learn about HRSD, which is all about in HR operations of our company, right? And lastly, you need stakeholder management. So stakeholder management is very important as a business analyst. Why? Because you are going to be the front face of the project. You are going to handle the client. You're going to set the foundation of the project. You're going to let the technical people know what to do, when to do, right? So handling users is very important skill here. Handling expectations of the client. Sometimes they can be irreasonable. You need to learn how to say no correctly and politely, right? We don't have to be rude with the client. Sometimes they say, no, 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 we want this solution. And it comes with a lot of technical debt, right? Because a lot of customizations means a lot of technical debt. So we need to learn how to say no to them correctly and politely, right? That is very important to learn. So these are the key skills which are required to become ServiceNow BA. No doubt there is so much more to it, right? The part of skills which needs to be there. But if you are good at these four, you are already on the path of becoming a really good BA, right? Because at the end of the day, it's all about communicating, handling users, having good knowledge of the tool you're going to use, and understanding their processes. So I hope this is good. Now, to give you a very high level picture, once you're done with your training, right, it is important to show your credibility that, okay, you have mastered into ServiceNow, and that is using your certifications. It helps you earn credibility into the market, right? You don't need 10 certifications, right? Start with the ServiceNow CSA, which is Certified System Administrator. So in the previous slide where I told you, we're going to cover admin basics. Once you're good with this, you can pretty much pass this certification very easily. We will be there throughout the process. We will be sharing study material with you, which is already a part of this training, actually. And then we will be sharing some questions, dumps with you as well. So throughout the journey, if you have any queries, any doubts, just clear this certification and you're good to go for different ServiceNow roles into the market. It's like having a degree, piece of paper, which gives you the eligibility criteria to step into the ServiceNow world. Once this is done, then we have data foundations, which is CMDB and CSTN, right? CMDB is all about a company's assets, the servers, the routers they're using, pretty much everything related to IT stuff, right? So this certification they have made mandatory in order to proceed with some of the other certifications, right? Till June, it is like free of cost. So I'm hoping we are still in April month, right? We have May with us. We have one full-fledged month. So I want you all to at least be good with the basics part, ServiceNow basics, and prepare for your data foundation sidewise, right? I will ensure to cover this topic in our sessions as well. So until the time ServiceNow has provided you the free attempt, free of cost, you can at least give this certification and earn the credibility, right? Good for all of us, win-win situation. Then we will be doing CIS. What does CIS mean here? Certified Implementation Specialist. That means you are a specialist, certified implementation specialist based on the domain or module. It could be ITSM, IT operations of company, HRSD, or maybe asset management of company, anything. So whichever module you will be learning, then you need to give certification for that. And micro certification, just like the data foundations one, it is free of cost, but they are forever free of cost, right? Data Foundation is only free until June 2026. So micro certifications, there are a lot, virtual agent, maybe learning about integrations, anything. So you can always go to Now Learning platform, which we will be learning that how to access it, right? So you can always read about some smaller topics, give the exams of 10 minutes, right? And then you're good. There is no like fee that you have to pay. So that's the more certifications you have, the better you are at you have an upper hand in your interviews, because it shows again that okay, this person has qualified this, right? So certifications, as I said, they help to improve your credibility. They help in shortlisting your resume, because the ATS system, that the way it picks up, right? It looks for those certificates, that if this person is certified or not. So, but again, interviews are cleared by knowledge, which is going to come from your full-fledged attention to these coming training sessions and not just the certificates, right? So it's very important that we pay attention to the training, to the knowledge that we acquire here. Now, once you will be done with these certifications, after the training, right, there will come your interview prep, when you will be actually using all of your knowledge acquired into the training sessions into the real world to step into service now. So most candidates fail interviews, as it is written here, not due to lack of knowledge, but due to lack of structure. So structure is very important, because interviews are looking for certain skills. When you are giving the interview for a BA role, they are looking at how you gather requirements, how you handle the unclear users who are themselves confused what they want, how you handle them, because your role as a business analyst is to bring them to the page where they and you are on the same page. They have clarity of what they're looking for. You have to lead the conversations at times. You have to consult them, right? And how you support UAT. UAT is basically user acceptance testing, which comes at a very later stage of the project, where the client is testing whatever solution you have built for them. You have to support them during that time, that okay, this is what we are providing as a part of solution. Now you can test it in this way. And then how you think, not what you memorize, right? Because memorization is one thing, but then how analytically you're thinking, right? How good you're thinking and covering all the use cases of a possible situation, that makes you a good BA. So if you can explain any one end-to-end process to the client, any one ServiceNow module, be it ITSM or HRSD, any one real life example, your interview goes solid. You're already ahead of 70% candidates, right? I'm not saying these are not going to be the words over our journey in this ServiceNow training, right? We're definitely going to cover all of this. So you will pretty much feel very confident by the end of the training yourself, within 1.5 months, 1 to 1.5 months, that okay, Gurpreet, we can actually appear for interview, because we have been through it, we have learned about it. So I'm just hoping most of you to move ahead in this direction and get the best out of this. So are we good with the time span? Because I think we've already covered, this was for 1 hour session, right? I'm not sure if all of you are up. I can give you basic ServiceNow introduction, or if you want, we can start afresh tomorrow, right? So today was all about letting you know what certifications you need, what key skills are required, right? So and how the interview prep is going to be about. So are we good so far? Do we have any questions? Before that, yeah, one very important thing is curriculum. So just to give you a structure, that how it sees my screen sharing is paused. Are you all able to see my screen?
Yeah, Gurpreet.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So this is the curriculum. It's very important that we go through it today itself, because if you have to invest your time into something, you should be aware what you're going to learn into the coming time, right? Then we will take the Q&A, and tomorrow we're going to proceed with the ServiceNow knowledge. So as a ServiceNow BA, let me just hide this first. Okay. Usha, I will be coming to you after this, right? Just let's quickly have this overview of what the curriculum is going to be about. So ServiceNow IT Business Analyst, right? This is that training which is all going to be about. There is a huge demand to become IT Business Analyst in ServiceNow, because we are having digital transformation projects, right? Enterprise.
Sorry to
Uh,
interrupt. Your screen is.
Gurpreet, we are not able to see your screen. It's being frozen on the slide interview preparation.
Okay, let me reshare again. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah. Is it visible now, the curriculum?
Yeah, now we can see.
Perfect. Okay. So we are going to learn ServiceNow IT BA, what it is, how much scope it has, what are the different areas, what is ServiceNow, and why there is a huge demand to become IT BA, right? Again, there are more integration projects, more digital transformation projects, and people nowadays are expanding beyond ITSM. Companies want to invest into their HR operations, into their asset management, right, into their customer service management. So ServiceNow is the only tool right now in the market which is covering pretty much every domain. We have Salesforce, we have Amazon, we have Google. They are limited to some extent. ServiceNow is widely adopted by the enterprises because of its versatility, right? Now, next we have is, so what are the skills in demand for ServiceNow BA? The job titles you get, what could be the expected salary range, right? So also, Sudesh will be sharing and our team will be sharing this curriculum with all of you so you can understand what you will be learning in the coming time, right? So the skills in demand for ServiceNow BAs is strong understanding of ServiceNow modules. You should know how to write user stories. It is one of the core skill of a BA. You should know how to do backlog grooming. These terms might seem very new to you. That's why I didn't want to confuse you right now, because over the time when we will be learning, you will get to know what exactly these are and why do we use it, right? So there are some skills in demand for ServiceNow BAs, which are very important. We will be covering in our coming sessions. And now you could be seeing different titles in the market for ServiceNow Business Analyst. Sometimes it can be called by the name itself. Sometimes it might say ITSM Business Analyst. That is means you are still a BA in ServiceNow, but you are specifically specializing in one domain, like ITSM, or you might be specializing in another domain, HRST, right? It's always good to pick one domain after a certain time and specialize in it. Then you will always have opportunity. These two are like widely used in the market, but why having multiple module experience is helpful, because then you're never out of the market. You're always in high demand. Now, if I have my 6 CIS, I keep on getting the projects because I'm certified in all of them. So I'm never out of work. That's one thing. That is why certifications helps you a lot. Having multiple module experience helps you a lot, right? Some people might be calling this role ServiceNow product analyst or ServiceNow functional consultant. It's very important to understand that all of them are referring to one job role only, that is the ServiceNow IT Business Analyst. The names could be different. So the region, you can see here, Canada, US, UK. What are the expected salary ranges for a junior BA to mid-level to senior BA, right? To showcase your experience, definitely Sudesh will be taking care of it, right? You can let him know your previous journey, how it has been. So you can expect the salary ranges, right? For the 2026, I think we need to update. We will let you know if there are any changes, although the salaries are pretty much, I think they're going to be in the same brackets. But yeah, you can have an idea that what it can lead you to, what kind of move it will be for you if you switch to ServiceNow, right? So we are going to have now these are some certifications which we were talking about. So I remember there was one question, I don't know from whom, maybe it was from Nazil, right? If I'm correct. He
No,
asked about the difference
okay, yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah,
I
that's
asked
fine.
about the difference
between
between BA from
IIBA and
IIBA
service.
and
Yeah. So IIBA is like a, particular or like certification which we get, like you get certified as a business analyst. If many of you have mentioned you are project managers, so you might have heard about PMP certifications, right, in the market. Similarly, we have IIBA. It makes you certified as a international business analyst, right? So that is one another thing. But again, you have BA skills. If you can acquire that and you're acquiring that BA skills in a particular domain which is high in demand, which is ServiceNow, that's all the difference it makes. You can be IIBA certified BA, but again, is it like where you can actually use it? Is it in high demand? Again, people are using ServiceNow most of the time, 80% of the time. So what's better, to become a ServiceNow BA, to become a IIBA certified? I'm not saying that's not going to be useful. That's a useful certification, but we have to weigh the pros and cons, right? So that's the difference. Either leads you to BA knowledge, but it now the ServiceNow BA comes with the tool knowledge as well. So it has an upper hand. I hope that clarifies the question.
Yes, Gurpreet, just one more question. Actually, one of my friend, he was working in, I think, in Shaw company before as a quality assurance, right? And then he got promoted as a BA without doing any certification. Now he's still working with that company as a BA. But when I talked to him, he was telling me just do Jira, and that's going to be good enough for you. But Jira is just like a tool, right? So
Yeah, that's a
that's
tool
why I
just
just,
for the stories.
yeah, so many things are giving a different stories, so I'm just a bit confused. So with the service now, are we gonna be learning Jira as well?
No, with service Zira, we have Azure DevOps, we have Zira. They are the tools just for story creation. If you are a business analyst, the most you are going to use it for story creation only. And in ServiceNow itself, we have story creation tools, right? If any of your projects in future demands that, okay, we need stories in Azure DevOps or Zira, you just pick the one YouTube tutorial, you just learn how to create stories into it, nothing else. But again, your entire project is going to be based on service now. We need to first understand, are we looking to move into just the BA role or are we looking to move into service now BA role? Because there is a lot of difference. The IIBA certification you said, that is also globally recognized certification which focus on core business analysis skills, right? It
Mm-hmm.
has entry level, mid level, advanced. They are super expensive. You have to pay like a lot of money to get to cross those three levels. However, this ServiceNow business analyst, it is platform specific. It is focused on working as a BA within the ServiceNow ecosystem. Now, ServiceNow is such a huge ecosystem. It gives you everything, right from requirement gathering to doing workshops to doing story creation. You don't need to learn anything extra out of this, right? Because they have built a complete world within its own, the ServiceNow ecosystem, right? But if you're just like you said, he didn't learn anything, he didn't do any certification, he simply switched into that role. Now, every time he will be moving from one point to another, he will have to, keep upskilling himself with different things. But now, same thing will happen in ServiceNow. You will keep upskilling yourself, but within ServiceNow. So, there is always a upper hand when you are learning an entire ecosystem and when you are scattered into different pieces, different technologies, right? So I think that's where we need to understand the key differences between them. Like ServiceNow is platform specific. It doesn't give you only BA fundamentals like IIBA. It gives you tool plus implementation knowledge, right? And it's like having practical plus platform knowledge, whereas in IIBA, you just get to know the conceptual part of it, and if you have any experience. So that makes a
Um,
whole lot of difference.
okay, pretty much
Yeah.
explained. Thank you very much.
Thank
Gurpreet,
you.
further to ask one question in regards to the addition of this question, this is Rajdeep. So normally, like something, since I work at a bank, so I normally see like the BA roles which come up internally also. So all those roles normally are asking for the certified Scrum Master. Second thing, they also list down the skills which are like right now that's are the required are the Python, Tableau, Power BI, and then SQL. So how that's going to be differentiated in terms of this and tomorrow, like how we are going to get compete like how we are going to compete with those BAs who already are working with those knowledge into the industry and with a person who is already with a service now BA. Like for example, because we are learning like how you told, we are learning with a specific tool specific service now BA, right? And those
Mm-hmm.
people are already into the industry, like for example for 5 years, who are like
Mm-hmm.
how he told, like is a regular BA who is doing all the things like Python, then SQL and all. Because right now I've heard also, like companies are not only require a regular BAs, they also need a mixture of business analyst and a data analyst. So
Right.
how
So
we are going
Rajit,
to compete in
yeah,
that terms?
that
Yeah.
that's a good question. But again, as I said, those people don't have, are they working into ServiceNow specific projects?
No, they are not, and I
They
am
are
like
not, right? Yeah.
I am basically, as per my knowledge, because I'm not
Mm-hmm.
into a BA role, right, into a banking, but as per the knowledge and as per the internal job postings which I see, which they post
Mm-hmm.
like at a bank, at my bank, which I'm working right now. So,
Mm-hmm.
and what they have the knowledge is those sort of, and they are working on not on a service now, which I'm not sure whether they are working or not. But then what they are working is currently they are working majority on the internal projects only. And when a person is mainly working
That's,
into a
yeah,
banking,
I
they are
would
working
like
into
to.
an internal projects. Yeah.
Right. So, Rajit, that makes a whole lot of difference when you are
Okay.
not sticking to one specific platform or tool, right? Then you have
Mm-hmm.
to learn many different things. You have to learn Power BI, you have to learn Zira, Azure DevOps, you have to do that Scrum Master certification. The beauty of ServiceNow is once you will be doing this training, over the time, what you will notice, you're covering the Scrum Master thing, you're covering the BA skill, you're covering the domain specific knowledge, you're covering the user story part. So
Okay.
ServiceNow, as I said, it's a huge ecosystem in itself, right? As we will be
Okay.
proceeding in training sessions, you will be a complete package in yourself. So
Okay.
no
So what
matter
you
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what you mean to say, and what I understand, sorry to cut you first of all. So
Yeah.
what I mean to say is that what I got it from what you mean to understand us is that once we get into this service now BA role, like for
Mhm.
example, down the line, like 5 years or 10 years, we don't need to like something basically compete with them itself. We are itself growing into our own like a service now only, so we don't need to compete them anymore because suppose we are getting at a junior service now BA role, then after down the line like 3 or 4 years we are doing something else in a service now only, so we are going
Yeah.
in
So
depth into
Rajat,
that
I have to
only,
be,
right?
yeah, I have to be very honest with you. The one thing about IT world is it is always changing. It is constantly evolving, right? And why ServiceNow has sustained for so many years into the market is because it is evolving with the time. So that nothing and anything else, you must have seen, Salesforce. There are many other tools, right, which over the time have lost their spark, which are not being widely used, right? Why? Because service they are not upgrading with time. You see, there are some tools which are only giving you IT services, which are only giving you sales services, right? ServiceNow, however, over the time, why they've built such huge ecosystem that once you are into this, you acquire knowledge in such a way that tomorrow, even if you have to go out of ServiceNow as a business analyst, you will be so well equipped with that domain knowledge that you can survive in any environment. I think this is the beauty of service now,
Oh,
once you're into it, you understand not only the basics, the domain knowledge as well. So, you know how the service now basics, any platform basics works, you know how the BA works, you know how the different domains works. So tomorrow, suppose maybe 20 years down the line, 10 years down the line, ServiceNow, you are thinking to move from ServiceNow, which you won't be thinking because it's such a good platform, right? Once you are into it, you start enjoying it. But if you plan to move, you will be having so much of knowledge and in such a structured way they provide it, the ServiceNow platform, that you will be well equipped to move into any other role or technology. So I would say that that's your answer, because it's a complete
got it.
ecosystem and it's, yeah,
Got it. Got it. Thank you for
yes.
that. And
Thank you, Rachel.
something
Yeah.
apart from that, you guys will be also training us on like certified Scrum Master also. If like somebody is wanted to willing to do that also, will we
Scrum
get a
Master in
support
itself is
from
a
you guys
completely,
or no?
yeah.
No.
So Scrum Master in itself is a completely different certification or course, right? But
Yeah.
what kind of Scrum Master we do in ServiceNow, that is agile methodology. You will be getting full-fledged training session on that and the
Got
practical as well, right? So
it.
that
Got
will
it.
be,
Got it.
yeah.
And yeah, and sorry, the last question, which I saw from your previous slides where you mentioned about the CIS modules, right? So, do the
Mhm.
CIS modules need any prerequisite module completion? Then only a person can do a CIS module, or that's a totally independent, irrespective.
Right. So you
So,
first
how is
have
it?
to do your training. After training, you will be doing CSA, which I mentioned, right? So that is Certified System Administrator. If you know the admin basics of ServiceNow, then you will be moving to data foundations. But why data foundations? Because any company, any MNC, even if we are doing this training, today we started with introductions first. Why? Because we needed to gather the data. Why people are joining this session? What is their motive behind it, right? I've actually noted down each of yours background, what you're looking for it. Why? Because now one thing about our training is that I'm going to tailor those things. I'm going to make sure whatever you're looking ahead, it is covered into the training sessions, right? because otherwise it won't be useful to any of you. So I'm working on the data. Now, once you've done CSA, once you've done your then you will be once you're done with training, then you will do your CSA certification, which is like the first step to into ServiceNow. Then you will be doing your data foundations, because it's important to understand every company needs data and you need to get that certification. As I said, it's free until June, right? So I will be making sure to cover one to two sessions on it, so that you all can appear for the certification, right? I have questions with me which you can practice and clear the certifications. So after that, then you can proceed with CIS, whether it is ITSM or HRSD. So there is a certain hierarchy that needs to be followed. So when you acquire Scrum Master, IIBA, or some other certification separately outside ServiceNow, within ServiceNow, you can do multiple things. So you are certifying yourself into multiple roles. That is very helpful.
Got it. Thank you for your detailed answer. Thank you, Gurpreet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Shivang, I think you have a question.
Yeah, good. But I just have a question like, so is it same like the Power BI, Jira, and those stuff that we are learning will be the same as like the business analyst, or because those are the most
It's,
required. Even like I am from
yeah.
financial industry working as financial advisor, so I can see
Mhm.
that the banks those are posting they always require like Power BI, Jira, and
That's right.
Scrum Master
Shivang, again,
sometimes no.
I'm really sorry to cut you in between, because we have already passed the time, and I just want to quickly go all of you through the curriculum, but I will answer your question first. So I have to be honest. Sometimes, in the job market, as somebody also said earlier, you are expected to work on different tools, right? It will be given in your job description. You're expected to know Power BI, you're expected to know Zira or Azure DevOps. That is completely specific to the role, right? Sometimes you're not expected only to work as a BA. I mentioned in the very beginning of the session, sometimes you do more than BA. You do the PM work, you do the QA work, right? That's why your existing roles which you are serving in your respective jobs are going to be very helpful, right? So it totally depends on the job. And if we have to sustain ourselves into the market, we have to stay competitive, right? We have to upskill ourselves. No doubt, everything is pretty much covered into ServiceNow ecosystem itself if you get to know about it. But if the job specifically says you need to learn about Zira or Azure DevOps, because I myself have done it depending on the client's requirement, then you just upskill yourself in that way. Maybe you can watch some YouTube tutorial which is free of cost available, because once you're into ServiceNow project, you're working as a business analyst, you have a lot of knowledge, you've completed this training, you've acquired the certification. Now you just only need to learn to use that tool for specific activities. So you can cover only that part and you can pretty much manage it. So that is the one thing. Learning is like never ending. But yeah, that is not like a must have. If you say you have to do into the banking domain or something, if your client is signing a contract with your company that, okay, we want this ServiceNow solution, then everything is going to be in ServiceNow. Until unless it is explicitly specified that you need some another tool knowledge, then you will be given time to upskill yourself for that.
Perfect. And what's the level of Excel that we need to have within this role?
Excel, again, everything is so well structured in ServiceNow instance itself. Excels will be hardly used, because that is the point of using this cloud platform called ServiceNow, to reduce the manual work and to make it automated. So you will hardly find yourself doing a lot of Excel thing, right? Unless you are into super management role, then Excel is I think, a must-have skill.
No.
Yeah. Okay. I think, Usha, you had a question. I will be taking your question in a while. Please give me at least 5 minutes, so that 5 to 10 minutes I can quickly go through the course curriculum, so that all of us have clarity what we are going to cover in this training session. It is very important, right? Then we will be moving with the rest of the Q&A. Okay, so the training phases are going to be in this way. First, we will be having our IT business analyst core fundamentals to understand what is a business analyst, right? Introduction to the project life cycle, to understand what are the different methodologies that are available in the market, the software development life cycle, waterfall, agile, Scrum framework, right? Then you will be learning about stakeholder and requirement management. What are the different types of requirement techniques, right? How to document it. You will be understanding how to do the process and system analysis, how to do the gap analysis, right? how to do the impact analysis, prototype and wireframing. And then you will be learning about analytical and validation techniques. So once you have the data, how you do the analysis of it, how you do the reporting of it, how you document the different use cases of a certain business requirement and convert it into a user story. You need to understand the risk analysis, what is UAT, how you validate it. So once you have covered, you see, it in itself is a complete full-fledged course, business analyst. So, but with this ServiceNow training you're acquiring, you're actually getting to learn 5 different things within this, one training. Because business analyst in itself is a completely different topic, a huge topic. But you are getting to know all of it. That will be for phase one. And then phase two will be ServiceNow ecosystem training, right? Under it, you will be understanding ServiceNow admin fundamentals, which is introduction to ServiceNow, how to navigate into the ServiceNow tool, right? How to use that tool. What are the different architectures over there? How to navigate the ServiceNow tool, and what are the application modules to understand the users over there? What are the different roles available? How you can give which level of access to which particular user. Again, very important for the banking people, for the finance sector, for HR people as well, because there is a confidentiality of data. So user and role management is very important to learn, right? Then we have some business rules, UI policies. It's like the back-end coding kind of stuff. But again, we won't be doing coding. We will be just understanding the functional aspect of it, because tomorrow client comes to you and say, I don't want this field to be editable. I want this field to be grayed out, read only, so that nobody can make a change on it. You as a BA should know what kind of action is required here. Are we going to use the business rule? Are we going to do the UI policy, right? So you need to have a high level understanding as a BA, what we are going to do as a part of solution of this requirement, right? Then notifications, what are the triggers, SLAs, very important to understand. What are the different kind of forms in ServiceNow? How do we actually put the different fields into it, right? When you go to a bank, you go to hospital, there are so many different kind of fields over there which you have to provide information. Similarly, in ServiceNow, we build digital forms, right? There is a certain layout, design to it, certain fields on it. We can customize it. You will get to know everything, learn everything over here, how to actually do it in a digital form. Plus, you will also get a hands-on practice with every topic. I will be demonstrating in the live ServiceNow tool how these things comes into real picture. Then you will be learning about workflow and automation, right? So how the workflows are created. Even this training is a kind of workflow. We start today from the first session, then we will be moving to the second. We will be covering Q&As. We will be doing some tasks, some assignments along the way, right? It's not like just a single line, right? It's a proper step-by-step workflow kind of thing. So workflow and automation is very important. And then there are some advanced topics which are important to understand. These are related to integrations, because if we have to evolve ServiceNow, we are integrating it with different tools in the market. It could be Google, it could be Amazon app, it could be Teams app, it could be your Outlook, right? What are the different plugins required for it? We will be covering all that. That is your module 1 after your BA skills. Then in module 2, you will be learning ServiceNow ITSM, which is basically IT services of any MNC, of any industry, any domain. Over here, you will be learning what is ITSM, which framework it works on, which is ITIL, very important when you're stepping into IT world. What are the different modules and concepts under it, different roles. Then you will be learning about incident management. Now, what is incident management? What are the different areas under it? All these subtopics which are listed here, we will be covering deep dive in, we will be deep diving into it into our coming sessions. So you just need to know there is something called as incident management, problem management, change management, service request, knowledge management, reporting and dashboards. Once you know all this, you're good with your first ServiceNow ITSM. Now, in ServiceNow, the beauty of ServiceNow again is, once you learn this, now even if you go out of ServiceNow, as a BA, you know what all there is in ITSM. You can pretty much handle the IT services operations as a business analyst of any industry after this. This is how ServiceNow is so unique, so good for you, right? Then I will be also covering HRSD as well, right? Apart from ITSM. Why? Because other than ITSM, HRSD is hugely in demand in market. So we just keep upgrading, our curriculum as per the need of the market. Now in 2026, we have been looking at the job roles. They all are demanding high in, I would say this HRSD and ITSM, ITBM. So that's why we keep on adding more stuff to it. It can maybe increase the length of the course for a couple of days, but again, how wonderful it is that you go into job market fully equipped, fully knowledgeable about a certain topic, right? Then we will be covering ITBM, which is now renamed to SPM, Strategic Portfolio Management. It basically covers everything, that how an idea is, idea comes to some person, then they discuss it with other people, management approves it, it becomes a demand, then it gets converted into a project. What is the life cycle of a project? What is agile management, which is basically scrum management, right? Because scrum is a subset of agile. So that we will be covering. And then you will get to know about the pre-sales activities and post-sale activities. So when your company is selling ServiceNow as a part of solution to the client, what are the activities which happens before the pre-sales and after the post-sales? So we will be learning about that as well. Now, that will be all about the curriculum. If you have any questions, any doubts, please feel free to drop in the chat so that we can, go back to it. Let me take Usha's question first because it was long time pending. Usha, can you please let me know your question?
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
Gurpreet. I thanks for explaining the curriculum in detail. I kind of tried in the past that took a micro certification and tried to book a certification exam. So I was not part of any institute at that particular point of time. It will cost around, it charged me extra around $500 and then plus $300 for the certification for the CSA. So is it true for today also, or is it something like you guys have something, some coupon or something, so that like we could take our certification for $300?
Yes. So there is a catch, Usha, over here. So you are currently, the certification doesn't come with the fee payment for this training doesn't come with the fee payment for your certification, because unless you are a service with the ServiceNow partner company, then your cost gets reduced to half, right? So
Yes.
suppose you complete this training, you appear for interviews, right? And then you become a employee of that ServiceNow partner company. At that time, if you give your certification, your price will be into like half discount, right? Because that's the feature that is available for the partners, ServiceNow partners. But if we have to give exam, because this question came earlier with the previous people we have trained as well. So everybody had to pay $300 fee, and once they cleared the exam, got the job, then it was all worth it. So it totally depends, whether you want to give the certification prior to your job or after that. But again, as I said, it helps you to earn credibility. So it's always good to pay for one certification, step into ServiceNow. Once you are with ServiceNow partner company, then go for other certifications at half the price. So yeah,
Okay, you're saying that, like first certificate would be I have to take without any institution, plus like
Yes.
300 plus 300, $600,
But
and
one
then
thing that is assured is that you will be given a lot of good, accurate study material, the question answers, right? Which will help you to definitely clear the exam in the first go.
yeah.
Yeah, that will come with this training.
Yeah. I was asking Sudesh the same thing, so he mentioned it was $300. So I was
Yeah, the exam fee is $300, yes.
yeah. Yeah, that's a bit confusing on their marketing also. Yeah.
Right.
Thanks for the info.
Okay, thanks, Susha. Yes, Komal, I see your hand raised.
Okay, so I have a question here. For looking for jobs, will you guys provide some assistance, or we have to just plunge
Yes.
into the market
Yes,
and look for
definitely.
jobs?
We provide your assistance in marketing your resume, the job hunting, getting you interviews. We even provide the job support once you're into a job and you feel that, okay, for the first project, I need, assistance as a BA to help me navigate with my daily task. The job support is also available. For the details, I would request you to get in touch with Sudesh for the same. That will be more helpful.
All right. Thank you, Sunny.
Yeah. And also, somebody asked about the length of this course, right? So it will be covered within 1 to 1.5 months. But again, my focus has always been on quality rather than quantity. I don't want to rush things. I want to make sure whatever you're requiring out of this training course. So even if it sometimes takes more than 1.5 months, I want your flexibility in that way. It won't be more than 2 or 3 sessions after the decided duration, right? But again, our focus should be more on the quality rather than rushing the process. But ideally, it will take around 1.5 months, including your BA skills, because we are covering so many different things here, right? We are not only doing the BA part, we are doing the ServiceNow part basics as well. Then we are covering 2 different modules under it as well. So it needs time. Otherwise, the training can be done within 1 week if we are going like, only with a single topic, or 2 weeks. But we are covering a lot here. So 1.5 months is the minimum time, I would say. Do you have to see a certificate before becoming a business admin? No, it's more about having the skills and knowledge if you're able to answer the questions. But how do we first get to the interview if ATS is not picking up our resume, right? If you have to mention that you are CSS certified, ATS is going to always prioritize the people with a certification. So I think you have your answer, Carol, right? So if you're CSS certified, it helps in picking up your resume over others, and it shows you credibility. But again, it's a total luck. If you're so good at your skills, if you're learned well in your training, you're able to answer the questions. Maybe they don't care about the certificate. Then you can directly appear for the interview and get the job role. But is it a good practice? No. You should always get the, at least one basic certificate of ServiceNow. I see are there any other questions in the chat? Vineet, I have answered your question. How long will be the course for? And Mona said, are we going to be able to not get through the content within the hour? I'm sorry, Mona, because of the this trainings, we introductions, we had to like go some over the hour.
No,
Seems
it's
like this.
okay. I appreciate it. I have another call that I have to hop on. So
Okay.
as
I
far
hope
as
you were able to
the
go through the curriculum, right?
yes,
Perfect.
as far as the courses, you said it's 1.5 months. Is that something Bisu, is that something you're going to be providing?
Yes, we will be having our daily sessions, right? The study material will be provided to you. The PPTs will be given to you, right? There will
Uh-huh.
be some tasks, real practices, real assignments which will be giving to you. So, like, it will be a complete full-fledged training. So,
Okay, is this all like self um modules?
yeah, for the modules as well. And you will also be getting live demos on the ServiceNow tool itself.
Okay, and then at the end, did I hear you say we have to pay for the test? Did I
Yes,
understand that
test
correctly?
certification is altogether. We are preparing you for the service now, right? We are preparing you for the
Mm-hmm.
certification. But in order to appear for that certification, because that's altogether a different thing. So for that, I think all of you who are having questions related to certification, fee, please get in touch with Sudesh. He will be the better person to answer this. Yeah.
Okay, and will all this be sent via email, I'm assuming?
I think you can reach out to him via email, or maybe if you have his business number, you can reach out via that as well. Thea is also there, Josh is also there. You can reach out to anyone.
Okay, and are these sessions today only or tomorrow and Friday?
No, these sessions will keep on going until tomorrow and day after tomorrow. So we have our first 3 sessions free because we want to, we want all of you to have enough time to decide what
Mm-hmm.
value our sessions are bringing, right? To upskill
Mm-hmm.
yourself, to step
Mm-hmm.
into service now. So you have 3 days to decide, to evaluate that, okay, if this is something you want to proceed with. So first 3 sessions are free of cost.
Okay, so then how much is the program? Do you know?
After this, the program will be of 1.5 months because we're covering so many different areas here.
Okay. So I'm not able to join tomorrow. Are these going to be recorded and sent out?
Yes, it will
Okay.
be around
All
same
right.
time. Thank you,
That's all the
Mona.
questions I have. Thank
I see Nazim's hand raised.
Yeah, Gurpreet, the same question I had. Like, no, since this session is being recorded, so where I'm gonna be able to watch this session again, like, is on YouTube or?
Yes. So generally we have all of our sessions on Zoom Meets. Each session lasts about 1 to 1.5 hours. But if all of you have availability and the topic is interesting, sometimes there are a lot of questions, right? Sometimes it can go a little above, but I try to stick between the bracket of 1 hour to 1.5 hour because people have their commitments. They are doing sidewise jobs, right? They have responsibilities at home. So I don't want to stretch. I don't stretch it too much. So daily it will
No,
be
no, no,
like
no, no,
one.
no, 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 no,
Yeah.
Gurpreet. My question was, since this session is being recorded, so if I want to go through with this session later, where I'm gonna be able to, like, is on
Okay,
YouTube
for
or?
that, yeah, sorry. So for this, I think Thea will be the right person to let you know where you can find the recording. It's a Zoom call, right? So most
Mhm.
probably they will be sharing the link with all of you, right? You can always go back to
through
this recording and watch
through
it.
through
Yeah.
an email or?
So email is currently the only channel you guys are able to talk to the our team, right? So I think
Mm-hmm.
yeah, through email you will get the link. Yes.
Awesome. Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
But just
Thank you.
because
It
somebody
will be
asked in the
shared in the
chat as well.
YouTube.
On YouTube. So
Okay,
they share.
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think Nazim, I confused your question with somebody in the chat. They were asking how many weekly hours we will be having, right? So
No,
daily
no,
it
it's
will
okay.
be
Gurpreet.
around,
No
yeah.
worries. There are so many people here, so I can understand
Right,
that.
right.
No
So
worries.
because I was going through questions as well, so it because it's valid question, the course will be total of 1.5 months minimum. If even if it exceeds, it won't be more than 2 or 3 sessions, right? We're covering a lot here, and weekly you will be having like three classes every week, every other alternate day, your Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right? And each class will last about 1 to 1.5 hours, right? We stick to 1 hour, although, but still, if time permits and the topic is going on, sometimes topics are lengthy, so it takes around 1.5 hours. Each session will be recorded and shared with you. You will be, if you sign up for this course, this training, you will be having your WhatsApp group daily. The recording links will be shared over there. The study materials will be shared over there, right? So you can always go back to the recorded class, to the study material, and you can always reach out to me as well, one-on-one, to get clarity on your QAs, right? Whatever questions you have.
Sounds good.
So,
Sounds good. Thank you very
yes, I
much.
think Josh has already mentioned in the chat that she will be sending the recordings through email tomorrow morning to all of you for today's session. So,
Perfect.
we good so far? Any other QAs we have? Okay, perfect. It was really great to get to know all of you. I'm hoping to see you all in our tomorrow session, right? Anthony, I think the course fee you will have to discuss with Sudesh or Josh, right? I'm here just for the learning part, right? But rest of the information will definitely be shared by Sudesh and the team with you.
Hi, Gurpreet. I can just give away the
Hi,
information
Sudesh.
right away.
Yeah,
Hi.
okay.
For the guys from US, usually it is 1,450 USD, but we're offering at 1,300 USD with 3 installments. Okay, you just pay the first installment and you can start off. For the guys from Canada, it is 2,000 plus tax, but now we're offering at 1,800 plus tax with 3 installments. That's the price, and that includes the whole package, starting from training, helping you with certifications. That includes your projects, interview questions, and a couple of mock interviews which are free. It's all part of one package. Yeah, and then we also have resume marketing. That's a different activity altogether. It's a contractual thing, but yeah, this is the rate we're looking at. Thank you.
Thank you
Over
so
to you,
much, Sudesh.
Gurpreet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.